Hi everybody and welcome to Wednesday's TNT. Just checking on the main stories around Thailand, brought to you by 5-Star Marine at 5starmarinephuket.com. We'll have a follow-up to a bit more information anyway about the British gentleman, Mr. Andrew Hopkins, and his run-in with police. Also, another one of these immigration acronyms. This one, the Thai Digital Arrival Card, which will be known as the TDAC, from May the 1st, causing confusion. Remember the TM6? Well, the TDAC is going to be a digital version of that. This is the thing we used to be scrambling around the aircraft for a pen to try and fill in the final moments before we had to put our tray table back up. We'll get to those matters a little bit later, but it looks like the Thai government is finally taking action on these scam centres. And we go to Thai PBS World. The headline: Thailand to cut power, oil and internet to 5 Myanmar sites at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Well, that's today, and as far as I'm concerned, that's in about 10 minutes' time. So when you watch this, it would have already have happened. And Thailand's decided to cut electricity, oil supplies and internet services to 5 locations in 3 Myanmar border townships. The locations are believed to house Chinese-run call centres, and they've been preying with impunity on victims in China, Thailand and elsewhere. And Thailand's Deputy PM Phumtham said the financial damage to Thailand alone from these scams is estimated at more than 80 million baht a day, 86 billion baht in total to date. And just checking, these locations are in Myanmar to which electricity will be cut are an area just opposite the Three Pagoda Pass in Kanchanaburi province, an area near the Thai-Myanmar Friendship Bridge in Takilek Township, that's right up the far north, opposite Mare Sai District in Chiang Rai, and the second Thai-Myanmar Friendship Bridge in Myawaddy Township, this is opposite Mare Sot District in Tak. And asked whether he's worried that Myanmar may retaliate by cutting natural gas supplies to Thailand, he gave a non-committal response and just re-emphasised the damage caused. And the call centre scamming operations are concentrated in 2 notorious cities, Shwe Koko and KK Park, both located in Myawaddy. And to the politics of the matter, the sudden change from foot-dragging over the issue of electricity supplies to Myanmar border townships, which help sustain the operations of call centres, came after the PM ordered Phumtham to take action in consultation with the National Security Council. Now, there has been a lot of Nero fiddling while Rome burns on this matter. One fairly brave journalist has tried to break down some of the issues, and it was in this Thai PBS article penned by Tulsatit Taptim. And the headline: Electricity Fuss Makes Call Centres Issue More Ridiculous. And he or she's got a few questions and starts by saying, let's focus on the egoistic political showdown between Per Thai and Phumjai Thai parties. Now, that's the Per Thai party, which is the leading coalition leader, and the other party, the Phumjai Thai party, which has got the second largest number of MPs in the coalition. Seems to be a little bit of friction. And the writer goes on, let's ask why Defence Minister and Deputy PM Phumtham and Interior Minister Anaton were unable to settle the who should order what question inside their cabinet room and had to question each other through the media. Let's speculate why the apparent tension is rising after the provincial elections on the weekend, in which Phumjai Thai looked more as a thorn in Per Thai's side. And let's dissect the advantages and disadvantages of the biggest coalition party untraditionally giving the Interior Ministry to a big partner, although doing so could negatively affect key and urgent operations because the ego could always get in the way. So those questions posed in the government-owned Thai PBS as we go to Khao English, which is privately owned. And military, police and admin officers at a border checkpoint in Tak yesterday arrested a Anusak Wongnoi, who's 54, who was driving in the border area, and they seized 26 routers, 76 CCTV cameras, 1 server set, 4 boxes of internet cables, 100 CCTV mounts, 40 internet connection devices, 20 signal converters, and 173,000 baht in cash. Obviously was doing more than calling Food Panda, and he was charged with attempting to import-export goods without going through customs procedures. Additional charges are pending. So it looks like at long last the Thai government's doing at least their bit to do something to close down these call centre scams. Now, people yesterday saying, oh, they'll just go and get Starlink. That's the satellite-based internet system. Well, that's not available in Thailand or that particular area around the border. And as for getting a couple of diesel generators to run cities which house some 100,000 people, well, good luck with that. Well, glad to report that Bangkok isn't in the list of the worst air polluted cities in the world today, but Chiang Mai is. And there it is, number 12 today in that list, up the top of the map there. Plenty of bad air, and also down around Bangkok as well, although Bangkok doesn't figure in the top 20 today. And a bit of good news on that side as well. This is from Bangkok Post. CP shuns crop burning farms to cut haze. Charoen Pokpan is a huge multinational agricultural company which does have contracts with a lot of farmers in the affected areas. Let's check the story. And the CP Group, the country's largest agribusiness conglomerate, yesterday reiterated its stance against buying maize, that's corn, from areas where growers opt to burn the plants after harvesting, saying the policy is to help counter the transboundary haze problem while promoting sustainable agriculture. Quoting the Senior Vice President, CP has clearly announced it will not purchase or support maize which comes from any areas where growers practice crop plant burning. And CP's also implemented a program aimed at giving farmers in the northern province of Nan an incentive to stop burning biomass and instead turn to green agriculture. And under this program, farmers are supported to grow an extra crop, in this case coffee plants, which earns them more than 1.6 million baht a year. So a bit more chipping away at that particular problem. I don't think we're going to see any huge improvements to air quality this year, but maybe we are heading in the right direction. To a bit more follow-up on our British friend yesterday, who we reported, who had a bit of a run-in with Thai police, not once but twice. And Pattaya Police deny demanding 15,000 Thai baht from detained British tourist. So I'm not going through the whole story again today. I'll put a link to yesterday's program in the description of today's video if you want to sort of get more details on exactly what happened and links to that story from the Daily Mail. But here's a little bit more response from the Thai police. And the chief of Pattaya Police Station in Chonburi on Monday denied a report on foreign media that Thai police had demanded 15,000 baht from a detained British tourist in exchange for his release. And the reports claimed the tourist was locked up in a cell for 36 hours and that the cell's floor was dirty, and they say that's not true. Now, Nation Thailand very helpfully put together this montage, but I'd have to ask the question, why, given that they've blanked and blurred out just about everything in the montaged photos? Now, this photo less so. The police insisted that after he was taken through legal proceedings, all of the tourist's belongings were returned and that a photographic record was made as evidence. And the Pattaya police chief said that all detention cells are cleaned daily and are equipped with CCTV cameras that record 24 hours a day. He added that the incident's being investigated and that it's being reviewed to ensure transparency for all parties. Now, it's highly unlikely that Mr. Hopkins is going to come back to Thailand to perhaps confront police and go through this matter in more detail, but I've done my best to try and present the original story and the police response. I don't really have an opinion about it other than invite you to contribute your thoughts on the matter. As we go to, an immigration matter, and as we alluded to at the start of the program, we do have a little bit of confusion over some new immigration policies that are being introduced this year. Let's go to this particular story first from Pattaya Mail, and then we'll go through some of the other issues. And the headline, the Thai digital arrival card from May the 1st causes confusion. The Thai digital arrival card will be a digital version of the old TM6 that we used to fill out on aeroplanes or once we arrived at an airport when we were coming to Thailand. We did that for decades. And then just going through the story, we already know that from May 1st, that anyone travelling to Thailand, unless they hold a Thai passport, will need to submit the online form in advance of travel to include the usual biographical points as well as travel and accommodation details. And the new rule will apply to all non-Thai passport holders, whether arriving by air, land or sea, but we don't yet know the online portal which will receive the information. Now, some people will still send me a question today saying, I've got a retirement visa, does this apply to me? And I will respond with a snarky remark like, which part of all foreigners don't you understand? Yes, it applies to all foreigners coming into Thailand after May the 1st. And as the article says, the new rule applies to all foreign arrivals irrespective of their permissions or permit status. And some questions on this. Will defaulters be denied boarding by airlines fearful of being fined? Will there be the facility to fill in the form on arrival in the airport or border terminal? Will the Thai digital arrival card be required for every visit? What about visitors who change their address after submitting the form? And the article finishes, lots more information needs to reach the travelling public soon. So you can read that full article at pattayamail.com. At the moment, it looks like the Thai government may have 3 ways of collecting information about foreign arrivals. This, the new digital version of the old TM6, which they're calling the Thai Digital Arrival Card, that's going to be starting on, well, there's a date, May the 1st. That's going to be digital, and you'll probably have to fill that out before you come to Thailand, although those questions remain exactly what the alternatives might be. Then there's the ETA, the Electronic Travel Authority. That was announced last year, but at the moment there's no particular date for starting that. And of course, we've still got the TM30 form, which you do when you arrive in Thailand. You go to a hotel, they take your passport and get your information, and that gets submitted to immigration every time that you move to a new hotel. So 3 ways of tracking people. I suggest we probably only need 1. And they're saying that coming to Thailand is visa-free. You don't need a visa, you just have to come to Thailand. Well, really, these are sort of visas in disguise. And with that, hopefully you're a bit more up to date with things happening in Thailand. We look forward to you subscribing to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.